Hey, what's going on, everyone? Brushing the goddamn crumbs off me after eating slightly overcooked pizza. So yeah, big news today, man. The Alpha Theta Groove 5, GRV5. I love how they do that kind of thing. They do GRV5, the Groove 5, because it has this groove circuit that allows you to replace drums and fun things like that with different loops. Interesting concept. Interesting stuff here. Um so let's wait, see if anybody pops in here. We get any kind of an audience today. Everybody's trying to get a hold of me to talk about this new shit. And I'm busy. That's all. I'm a little bit busy to try to talk to everybody. Seven people in here. Feel free to say hello. Let me know where you're from. Oh, there we go. Just making sure I can be heard. I probably could maybe turn this down just a touch. Where am I here? Okay. Maybe that's a little better. What's going on, Johnny? Riley, what's going on, buddy? So yeah, there's that new controller. Shady, what's up? OP Seeker in the house. Fun times here. So, wonder why that's not working. Strange. Okay. Usually this bounces along and gives me an idea what's going on. Do a little mic check here. I don't like to be. Wow, I'm still pretty goddamn loud, eh? Okay. Let's see how that is. Okay, so OP Seeker's saying, here's some truth coming out. The new beat sampler does nothing that an F1 and Tractor Remix decks can't do. True. I think, it's kind of like, let's step it into the future a little bit. I can do this with my iPad in DJ Pro with Swing. That's the secret. See, welcome to 2024. I can play old disco, use DJ Pro, use the looper, and I can throw in loops that will follow the swing of that. Tractor can't do that. Record box sure can't do it. So they call it the groove circuit, but yet it can't actually follow a groove. When I think groove, I don't think quantization. So do I think what's worth it? Do I think Record Box Pro is worth it, or do I think the controller is worth it? Because controller wise, it's still, I don't know, it feels like it's a like I don't know much about it. I don't even know the costs. I don't have one, by the way. So that was also a title. Did I get one? No. Um, you see, I'm just getting in with the Alpha Theta crew. When I say I'm just getting in, you know, there's so many big review channels out there. There's only so many units that they can pass around the people. So obviously, I don't expect to be the first guy to get one. And honestly, I don't even have an NDA signed. So I didn't even know till I woke up this morning and I saw Mo Jax doing his stuff. I'm like, oh. And I was, I was a little bit hurt. Like I thought I was like kind of, getting into the crew but I don't have an NDA signed. So Alpha Theta, my friends over there, if you guys are listening to my channel, please send the paperwork to sign so I can sign that NDA. So I could have at very minimally least had pictures, and I was able to have a video ready for today to talk about this thing in depth rather than do this. Oh yeah, there's lots of pictures of this thing. Alpha, Theta. Clearly, I'm allergic to this, whatever the hell I'm reading here. So yeah, there's like a million pictures of this thing. It looks nice. I'm not going to lie. You know, like, if you guys can make that out there. I should sign a disclosure agreement instead so I can, instead of a non-disclosure, so I could disclose it. That would be nice. Like, so yeah, this looks it looks cool. It's got elements, you know, it's got the roll control so you can like do the rolls like you can on an RMX 1000. What's a little bit strange, I gotta say, is how they chose to put the pads above the CDJs like a CDJ 3000. But yet, on the XDJ XA that we've all seen leaked pictures of, the pads are below. So, I don't know. It's weird how the middle version looks more like a CDJ 3000 of where the button placement is, but the one that's supposed to be like a CDJ 3000 has pads like we're used to seeing on a controller. Yeah, the FLX6 was a bit of a bomb, I think. I only touched one time, and it felt nice. I never really used it. This unit, I think, you know, for the money, I think it's nice, but I'm just trying to figure some shit out, man. Who are they making this thing for? So, like, for instance, if you have an FLX 10, if you got a Flex 10, you spent all that money, are you going to be upset? Are you going to be like, fuck? You know, like, every time you buy something, it feels like they're releasing something else that maybe is a little cheaper. You're missing a couple things, but they give you some extra shit that you don't have with your more expensive unit. Like, honestly, this thing can do more than my CDJ 3000s and my Euphonia and my V10. Is it doing more of the shit I want to do? Fuck that. I'm not really. You know, this whole idea, honestly, guys, this idea of being able to add loops into a song and cut, you know, so as soon as you engage a loop, you can have it overlap the song, or you could have it like cut the bass line and put a new bass line in. This is going to get overused by a lot of shitty DJs. A lot of bar DJs and wedding DJs are already abusing the fucking stems to no end. You know, so I don't know. There's only so many bells and whistles you can put on this shit. And at the end of the day, it's cool from a creative standpoint, but so Shady held on to your XZ. You just found out about the extra layer when you press shift and pads to change the modes. Oh yeah, There's all kinds of extra shit. But you mean within Record Box, that extra layer, right? Because standalone, it doesn't have anything. I guess here's the big question. You know, I say this all the time. Do you think that if you were to buy this controller and you were able to have this extra stem control and all these extra loops and shit, are you going to be a better DJ? Are you going to get more gigs? Are you going to get on the festival stage? Are you going to drag this thing onto the festival stage with you? No. Nope. You're not going to get nothing by buying this. Now, so here's my point. If you have nothing, and this is the marketing thing that I wonder all the time. Me personally, stop trying to convince all the people who bought shit from you to buy more shit. You can only do that for so long. We run out of money. A guy like me, I'm out of money. You don't want to convince me to buy this. Here's what we need to do. We need to convince more people to be interested in DJing as a hobby. Not necessarily as a profession. We have more than enough people out there trying to struggle along, make some money. But from a hobbyist standpoint, DJing is fun. It really is. I think this is going to be a good controller for those guys at home. Guys, girls, theys, thems. Whatever the fuck you identify as. Strange world we live in. I think it's going to be good. Looks nice. Are there other options out there in that price range? Sure, we got a few other things, but like I said, I haven't seen it. Nobody sent anything to me. I haven't felt it. I barely even looked at a video. You see, and I have a lot of pro equipment here that feels like hobbyist kind of shit because of the build quality. So until I feel it in my hands, I'm not going to be fooled again. There's a lot of things that we've seen on the line that look like it's built really well, and then you get it in your hand and you realize it's plasticky and cheap feeling. So hopefully with this one here, they did something to not make it feel so cheap feeling. Everything feels cheap nowadays. So I can tell you one thing's for sure. I personally, because I have so much equipment here, I am not the demographic. I am not the guy who's going to buy a Groove 5. It's got some cool little features, but, you know, adding loops to your songs and doing all that shit. I've been there, done that, man. I had Tractor. I had F1 controllers. I had Machine. You know, I got a DJS 1000 sitting here. I got Roland drum machines. I've been there and I've done that. And I feel like my personal feeling on this shit, someone out there spends a lot of time and money to make a song, right? It's like the chef. The chef is in the back preparing the meal and puts a lot of effort, and they went to school and they know what they're doing and they make a dish. The waitress, server, sorry, I'm old when I say waitress, you know, like waiter, waitress, server, the person bringing the food out to the table, their only job is to deliver it to you. Let you know what's on the menu and bring it to you and don't fuck with it. As a DJ, my job, make people dance, right? Make people drink, entertain people, but let's stop taking producers' shit and fucking with it. We don't know what we're doing. We didn't mix and master it, so you're going to take some loop and you're going to jam it over top of a track. Like I said, at home, you're fucking around, you're having a good time. Sure, it's fun. Do what you want. It's just for you. Me and you, a couple of your friends. You go to a club and you start just destroying somebody's music because you have, you know, a loop pack that you downloaded. I don't know. At least with stems, stems were good for mixing from track to track. This trying to, remake someone's song on the fly is like, it's fun to do, but the practicality of doing it on stage in front of people, I think is shit. Yeah. Shady said it right, man. It's an edit mashup DJ kit for the home. Totally what it feels like. It just doesn't feel like, and I don't believe this is meant to replace CDJs by no stretch of the imagination. It's not pro gear, it probably is light enough and you could use it for bar gigs and for some wedding ceremonies and shit maybe. But you don't need all those extra things. So I don't know. It's one of these things. When I see it, I'll have a better idea what's going on. My initial feeling is I'm not that super excited. Like even the fact when I didn't get one today, I wasn't like, oh my God, I wish I did. I didn't really care. Because sure, it'd be fun to try, but I got a lot of shit sitting here. So space is very limited. If Alpha Theta is going to send me something, do me the favor, send me the good one. All my equipment is top tier. The best shit you can buy is sitting here. I don't want to start comparing mid-level controllers with the good shit. You know what I mean? If I'm going to compare, I'll compare an XDJ XA with my CDJs, my V10, my Euphonia. And I've had an A9, so I know how they work too. What's going on, DJ Flight? I haven't even played with record box stems in a long time. I'm telling you, I have absolutely no reason to use record box for anything. I use virtual DJ or DJ Pro. The moment someone can tell me that record box can actually follow a swing, old disco, old funk, some rock tunes, and it can figure that out, and that the stem separation is really, really good, sure, I'll check it out. Until that day comes, I don't have the time in the day to play around with record box. It's just, I don't know. Let me tell you, when I had my DDJ1000, right, I really liked record box. I used it a lot. Because the DDJ1000 I had only worked with record box. I didn't have a choice. It worked with record box, and then when it worked with virtual DJ, I used it with virtual DJ. Shady's saying, I reckon the XDJ AZ, or AZ, depending on where you are, is just going to be an Opus Quad and an XZ dress. No, I don't think that. I think the people who bought the Opus Quad were very much hoping that this was going to be the XZ2. And it never really was. They still don't got streaming services. They still don't have streaming services, my friends. And it's kind of cool. I kind of would have liked to have one. I would love to fucking try one. So, hey, Alpha Theta, if for some reason you're having a hard time with, getting an XZ, an XA, yeah, XDJ XA to me, and you felt like sending me an Opus Quad to try out, I know it's been around a while, I'd try it out. It looks interesting. It's very different than anything I've ever used. But the poor people who bought an Opus Quad recently if you bought one recently and then you hear that this XA is coming out, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. Sorry. Sorry. I guess must be the only thing I could say. It's like, sorry. They should do that. When they announce it, it should say Opus Quad users, we're sorry. But hey, they took a chance, man. At least the company had the I really want to say the word balls, but I don't want to say the word balls. You know what I mean? I don't want to say balls, but they had the courage to try something new, and it was pretty cool looking. I don't like the way they curved the front. They put the angles on it, and the way the Q buttons, the space between the Q buttons on one side versus the other was a little bit off. There are some things. DJ Flight wants to know, what's my favorite deck? Tough call, man. I got so much shit here. I still think bang, let me just say, bang for the buck overall, still. And my friends at Alpha Theta might be a little upset with me. And we'll see when the new one comes out how it compares. But the Prime 4 Plus is still the most versatile all-in-one unit. Works with DJ Pro, works with Serato, works with Virtual DJ, works with DJ Pro on iPad even. It's got a shitload of effects. It's got touchscreen effects. It's got crossfader start. You don't see that shit on anything anymore. Remember crossfader start? You move the crossfader, the next track would start. It still has that. So I don't know. I have the Prime 4 Plus sitting right in front of me. I barely like to use it because as soon as I start using it, I start to realize how much more I can do with this thing than my V10 and my CDJ 3000s. It makes me feel like I spent too much money. Oh, let's not forget the fact that the Prime 4 Plus has control over DMX. You can operate your lights. You can use Ableton Link to wirelessly link to other devices that support Ableton Link. You can put a hard drive in it. Multiple USB ports. You can record to it. Shit. The list goes on, man. My opinion of the DDJ Flex 4. My personal opinion, I bought one. I had one. The one I had out of the box had an issue with the filter knob or the color effect knob or something. It's for kids. You know, if you need something dirt cheap, you need the cheapest controller you could find at the moment. And for like renegade parties where like if the cops were to bust you and they took all your shit, you might not care. I guess maybe you're a kid, you're just starting out, you have no money, you want to go easy on it. It works. It's just, it's not built like a tank. It is what it is. It's an inexpensive controller that's built as good as they can for the money that it's worth. So me personally, based on the fact that I like having the best gear money can buy, I'm not rich. I just like having the good shit. So I can't play with the inexpensive stuff. It's not for me. Wasn't designed for me either. Oh, there we go. Nerd report. You see, now there's a difference. Yeah, DDJ 400 surprisingly was pretty good for the price point. I don't know what happened when they made the Flex 4. Now, I will tell you, apparently in the rumor mill somewhere, there's probably a good chance at some stage they're going to maybe make even a cheaper controller. So there might even be a more inexpensive controller than a Flex 4 for you people who have no money. And hopefully it's built a little better. I don't know. 'Cause I think so. I think that's where these companies are messing up. You need to make some real inexpensive shit to get more DJs, not DJs. You need to get more people that would like to get into DJing. All these $5,000 all-in-one systems, like nobody can afford that shit. You're better to sell a million things at $100 than to sell 10,000 things at 5,000. I hope the math worked out on that. I didn't think about that. Do you see an update to the 3000s? I haven't looked. Is there an update? Oh, and by the way, Nerd Report, because only Nerd Report would notice this shit. The rest of you guys might not. Currently, right now, I'm using my Sony camera. I sold my Sigma lens. I had the Sigma 24-70. And now I'm actually I'm running my, what is this? This is a Samyang lens. It's just a 35 millimeter lens. It's an f1 point. What is it? A 1.8, and it's doing the job. You know what I mean? Like I didn't need that 24-70 lens was big, and I traded it for like the big ass bazooka lens, the 200-600 Sony. Oh, you meant, is there an update to replace the CDJ3000? I have not heard anything about that, but no one tells me anything. I don't have any paperwork signed with these guys. So if I did have paperwork signed, I couldn't tell you. But I don't have paperwork signed, so nobody told me anything either. Yeah. Yeah, the bokeh's pretty good on this thing. It's not bad. Oh, is my autofocus, like, I can't tell. Are you telling me, Nerd Report, that the focus is changing around on me here? Because I thought I was focused okay, but I don't know. I think my focus is okay. Just like, yeah, it's probably not the fastest autofocus. Yeah, I think I have it set for center focus and for eye tracking. So right now, I believe I'm close enough that it's tracking my eye. I think. What's going on, Sheriff? What's going on, DJ Fight? So yeah, I don't know. Question. That's the big question here. Who is going to run out and buy the DDJ GRV6? Did I call it a 5? Did I call the goddamn thing a 5 this whole time? Jesus Christ. It's a 6, right? It's a 6. There's sound, don't worry. I love how everybody tells me to get things. So Sheriff says, get the SM7DB. Guess what, dude? Been there, done it. I had one sitting here. I rented one. I tried it out. And let me tell you something. This thing was like a fraction of the price. Sounds just as good. I can run XLR on it and I can run USB. I'm just choosing to run USB and I keep bumping that fucking cable. That's my bad. But yeah, SM7DB. I had it. Wasn't that fucking good. Like, I mean, I made comparison videos. It sounded exactly the same. This one here, you know what I can do with this one? I can take this one, I can plug it into my phone, and I can use it with my phone and do a live stream. Can't do that on the other one. So, yeah, that other mic, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why everybody uses that SM7DB. It's fucking expensive. And you know the big difference? If I replace this cover with the bigger one, that's the big difference. Yeah, status symbol. I see a lot of YouTubers using this one. What I don't understand right now is usually I was getting like the meter here. I thought I got the meter on USB. The lights would bounce. So I'm not sure. And I can even plug headphones into this and monitor out as well too, which I don't do. No, believe it or not only is that the gain indicator, but you watch old videos of mine, you'll see it worked as a peak meter too. Which I liked because I could watch in camera and I could see, if I was clipping or doing anything funny like that. So, and it's, you know what changed? I know what changed. So check this out. I was going to do this all on my iPad and I thought, I could plug this into my iPad. And then it said, and then it said it wanted software and I downloaded software and it did an update. It did some firmware update to the microphone. And I don't know what that firmware update was, but now I don't have the meters. So I got to find a way to downgrade that firmware maybe. The SM7DB sounds more fuller. End of the day, to be honest, if I want to go into OBS, no, this is going between me listening on my headphones and this is the mute. If I went into OBS and I watched a few videos, like I think I might have a limiter or I might have noise suppression on right now. But if you go into OBS and you run a bunch of plugins and EQ shit, you can make any old piece of shit USB microphone sound just as good as anything out there. There's a lot of videos out there where guys have done that shit. So, anyways, this is not a video about my microphone because big fucking deal, right? This video is really today about this new TheDjLab GRV6. I don't know why it's called the Groove 5. I'm fucking stupid. It's the Groove 6. 4 channels, Groove 6. Okay, makes no sense, but that's okay. I guess you couldn't call it a Groove 4, could you? You're replacing the FLX6. The Flex 6 GT. Wasn't there even a third one? Wasn't there a GT something? Honestly. No offense to anyone who works at Alpha Theta, but I'm not sure who does the naming of the equipment. Like Nerd Report said, he doesn't like Alpha Theta. I like Alpha Theta. No, here's what I have going on my microphone. Still tapping my microphone, by the way. So right now, here's all what I got. I've got noise suppression. That's it. There we go. Who knows how this is going to sound? So now I turned on the oh, you know what I'm going to do now? One more thing here. Okay, so now we have, here's what we got going. I have the noise gate, noise suppression, noise gate, EQ. The highs are up a little bit, like +5. The lows are like maybe +5, and I have a limiter. So now let's see if it sounds any different to you guys. Let's see how this sounds. Any better? Any worse? Yeah. No. Does it really sound better? So it's funny. People give a fuck more about how my microphone sounds than this new controller. That's what that's what we're talking about. Does my mic sound nice? My mic sound nice, check one. Funny shit, man. Yeah, that's maybe a good thing. Maybe it's good that this Groove 6 is not for us. Because aren't we sick of buying equipment? Aren't you happy with what you got? Hopefully, this Groove 6 brings in a whole new group of people that want to learn how to DJ, and will also bring in a whole new group of people who want to watch my channel. So then I can show them what the real gear is all about, and they're going to want to sell that and buy the better stuff. Maybe that's what it's all about. Upsell. You know, me. Hey, and there's a difference. You see, I'm just straightforward. I'm not saying it's a bad controller. It looks fun. You know, I'm sure I would have hours of fun messing around with the features. I don't think there's a single one of you out there that wouldn't have a bit of fun playing around with the loops and all the stem stuff. And, you know, it looks like it's laid out nice. Looks like a CDJ3000. Looks like a mixer. It's nice looking. All I'm saying is I don't need it. I don't think a pro DJ needs it. Therefore, I don't think, obviously, there's no XLR on it. So it wasn't designed for a pro DJ. Bar DJ? Sure. Sure, you know. Bar DJ, maybe. I know a lot of pro DJs that will take the little things and use them in a pro setting because they're light, easy to get around, they're not expensive. Now, you know, as for sound cards and the quality and stuff, I don't know. I haven't looked up any specs. And OP Secret, it's not $900 worth of fun. Well, listen, I'm mental, man. I've spent plenty of money on shit just for the a bit of fun that really wasn't worth the money. Honest to God. You know, my Steam Deck $600. Did I get $600 worth of fun out of that thing? Of all the time I had it? Not really. My Samsung Freesaw projector, I use it every night on my ceiling watching TV when I go to bed. So that was value. My super expensive camera, not really. I'm using it, but am I really getting the value out of it? No. My $5,000 Alpha Theta Euphonia. Oh man, the fun I could have done for $5,000. I don't even like to think about it. I could have did a lot of cool shit for $5,000. I could have went on quite the fucking trip for $5,000. I did not get $5,000 worth of fun using fucking rotary knobs blending on that Euphonia. No, I did not. And I spent my money. Did I get $6,000 worth of fun out of my V10? Did I get the $7,000 worth of fun out of my CDJs? No. No. I would have gladly just spent $900 to have a little bit of fun than, $20,000. I swear to God, man. Yeah, don't follow my financial advice. My financial advice is bullshit. Because I am the most irresponsible person when it comes to money. I waste my money. I waste my time. I'm not the guy to listen to. 11 years of YouTube for this. What we got? 17 people, 7 likes here. I hope it picked that up okay. I gotta hear this. I didn't pick it up worth a damn. It's probably made of cheap plastic compared to something like the Rain controls with complete metal. Yeah, Rain controls with more money. Like Rain Performer, I really like. But it's a lot more money, right? Fuck all these companies. Always sending me shit, man. OP Secret, thanks for sticking around for the mic and camera reviews. Because, yeah, that's all we care about. New controller. Looks nice. Let's read something about it here. Now that I know it's called a GRV6. I was wondering why I couldn't find any GRV5 things. So here's the whole spiel. The groove circuit freely manipulate drum parts and create new remixes. Like, we need more fucking remixes. With the groove circuit function, you can easily create remixes by simply pressing the dedicated buttons. This enables you to replace the drum parts of a track even while it's playing. With different drum loops, change them into different genres, performing unique remixes effortlessly. And by applying effects to the drum parts, you can easily create fills, build-ups, and breakdowns by freely manipulating the drum parts. You can perform innovative and creative live remixes. You know what? When I was a kid, it's funny how all my report cards growing up, they all said they all had one common word amongst all my teachers: manipulator. They all acted like being a manipulator was a bad thing. And here we are, as a DJ, wanting to manipulate sounds. I was always a manipulator. I was always a DJ. Always trying to manipulate the situation and manipulate the song. The groove circuit function is only available on Rekordbox for Mac and Windows. No joy for you Serato users. For Rekordbox for iOS, Android, the function is linked to the sampler and others. For Serato DJ Pro, the function is linked to Stem Effects. Read on for more info. So drum swap, you can download a free pack of 40 loops in a variety of genres. Where's these 40 loops? I want these 40 loops. Drum roll trans. Easily create impromptu drum rolls, add fills to transitions, and build up by applying the roll or trans effect to the drum parts. This is like the RMX 1000. Yeah, focus on this is very slow. My good lens was like fucking quick, man. Drum release. Apply release effects to drum parts. But can you change it? Capture, extract. Only you can capture. You can extract only the drum parts of the track loaded on the deck and capture them so you can drop them into another track. Oh, well, that's kind of cool, maybe. Okay, maybe that's cool. What else? I have to take this mic in. It's still under warranty, I think. Layout based on the latest club standard gear. Yeah. Smart rotary selector. The new smart rotary selector allows for up and down, left and right tilting. That's kind of cool. I think that's like the Opus Quad, right? As well as conventional rotation and push operations. Left-right tilt enables intuitive navigation. Well, the up-down, fast navigation. Okay, that's nice. Discover function. You got discover buttons can quickly access the track suggestion feature. It's okay. Remix performance with stem effects in Serato DJ Pro. You got it. Roll, trans, echo out, and delay to the separate stems of a track. Drum, bass, vocal, or melody. Apply the overlay sheet included to change the button labels. Okay, that's cool. They give you a sheet to put over top to change your labels. Keep that in mind, 12-inch skins. That there's going to be like this overlay. piece you're gonna have to make. So this is interesting too. There's the pads above the have a step up. Like, so it's a little raised area so you don't accidentally hit the pads when you're touching the platter. That's something they could have done with the TheDjLab 3000s, I guess. 4-channel mixer, USB Type-C, which is good. Built-in sound card audio. Class compliant. Get Alpha Theta care if you live in the United States. The weight, 10 pounds. Hey, that's all right. So we know it's going to be light, which means it's going to feel cheap. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, let's just put it into perspective here. When things are light, they feel cheap. You got a light watch, it's a cheap watch. It's a heavy watch, it's expensive. Whatever. Total harmonic distortion 0.003%. It's 9-volt, 3-amp USB power adapter, which makes me feel like maybe you could run this off some sort of a battery system, perhaps. 9-volt, that's good. Frequently asked questions. Let me see how much this thing is Canadian. How about that? GRV6. Is it for sale? When is it for sale? Did anyone say? Sweetwater, $8.29 US. And pre-order now. Coming soon. As always, soon. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, S11 feels good. Most people are going to use a controller for DJ and not for production. Truth. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be fun. I think for hobbyists, it's going to be a great unit. If you don't have something, this is what you might want to get. If you already have a bunch of gear, you might skip on this. I don't know if it's going to be, if it has anything that anyone really honestly needs. My legs are kind of fucking killing me sitting on this stupid chair here. So I don't know. I sometimes, I hate to talk about shit when I don't have it, but I felt the need to hop on here and say something. Because I will say it over and over and over again. The manufacturers probably hate me saying this shit, but I don't think new equipment makes you a better DJ. I just happen to like gear and I buy lots of gear. It's a bit of a money pit. I'm never going to get my money back out of this shit. That's okay though. You know what I mean? Half the time I'm not even using it. I just like having it because I have a problem. I have a bit of a gear acquisition syndrome thing happening here. So that's just me. And if these guys were to send me one of these units to play around with, sure, I'll try anything. Am I like foaming at the mouth to get one? Not really. You know, like there's some things that come out and it's like, oh my God, I want one. Like the leaks I've seen of the XDJ XA, I do want to try it. I'm kind of scared to try it. I'm very scared. I'm going to try that thing. I'm going to realize, shit, I got 4 decks control with 2 TheDjLab 3000s with an A9 mixer, with one screen to look at, and I'm going to just ditch everything else I have here. That's a real possibility. The real possibility that I end up selling all of this shit behind me for that one unit. Because I like the XDJ-XZ. It just felt a little dated, so. And that's what I want. I want to do the comparison between the XDJ-XZ, no, XA, and the Prime 4 Plus. That's the one. That'll be the video right there. And speaking of, I'm going to tell you guys something that you don't know. Tomorrow, I'm going to set it all up, like the instant premiere, so you guys are aware. Tomorrow at 9 p.m., I'm going to be live. Going on, Wizard. Yeah, man. You see? Exactly. I sold. Yeah, I sold my XZ like a while ago, too. And I told people, I said, you know what? Like, there's going to be a point in the time where it be, always with DJ gear, if you want to kind of keep in the things going along, there's always a time to sell your shit where you're going to get the most bang for it, and try to just predict. Don't try and sell your, as soon as this thing comes into the store, everybody's going to be trying to sell their XZ. So not a good time to sell when everyone else is selling. You're a wizard. Do I like pumping the Euphonia quite hard into the red? It's not even plugged in, man. It's literally, it's sitting up here waiting for the cover from Deck Saver. Should be coming tomorrow. The Deck Saver's got a nice cool cover coming for me. And it's going to sit there and collect dust. What's going on, Yana? It's going to collect dust. I do hook it up once in a while. When I'm playing it, I do like to go into the red, but I live in an apartment. So really, like my friend's place, I go to his house and he can really thump it. He's got like 4 speakers in a small room and we can crank it and it sounds great. On my end, I can't really crank it. I can't really take advantage of what this thing can really do. So I've got my Euphonia up for sale. I'm going to try and sell it. It's a lot of money just sitting there. Hey, whoever can come to me with 5,000, I had at 5,500 Canadian. Someone comes at me with $5,200 Canadian, it's theirs. Obviously, you got to pay for shipping because I'm not going to pay for the fucking shipping. You pay for the shipping. I have the box. I will have a brand new fucking cover on it. It's been used like 10 times, maybe. I don't know if Record Box upgraded anything today because I don't really use it. And the CDJ DJ Pro HID experience was perfect. I don't know if you saw my video because I do have a video on my channel where I'm using it. I gotta get something. I am for $5,200. I am selling my Alpha Theta Euphonia. It's not a mix video. I think it was just showing, it was a video. If you do a search on YouTube for DJ Pro with CDJ 3000s, I'm sure you'll see it's a very quick video, not a short, but just a quick video where I literally just plug all 4 CDJs in. I'm using the Euphonia mixer, and I just show how quick it is to get everything going. Look at this shit. These guys should sponsor me. Fucking Nerdwax. I was buying little sticky pads for my glasses because they were sliding. And then I got this fucking Nerdwax shit. And it's kind of surprising how well this stupid wax stuff works. Help my glasses from sliding around. Like, yeah. Nerdwax. See you on Thursday talking about the XDJ XZ. No. You won't see me on Thursday talking about it. I'm busy on Thursday. Everybody thinks they know something. I just finished telling you guys. I said, tomorrow, I'm going to come on my YouTube channel. I'm going to have it all set with the countdown and everything to have a live stream happening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Just go talk about some shit. That's all. I just thought maybe instead of doing these random kind of things, I would do more like a structured, here's the time I'm going to be on, let everybody know in advance, and have it set, have it scheduled so everyone's alerted to know I will be on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the dot. On the dot. No, you're a wizard. The Deck Saver will come with the Euphonia for $5,200 Canadian plus delivery. I am not going to go already. I don't know about where you are, but in Canada, me selling it at $5,200 after tax, this thing is like $6,150. Already, I'm saving. And if you include the price of the Deck Saver, I'm literally saving people $1,000, and it's still all under warranty. So, no, I would never. I'm not going to go any cheaper, especially for the fact that I have to drag this motherfucker to go deliver it somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, that's the other part I'd rather not do. No, I'm let's put it this way. If someone, I'd have to check the numbers, but if someone walked into my house, if they walked here with $5,000 in their hand and I didn't have to fucking pick it up and I didn't even have to take it anywhere, maybe. And at $5,000, you probably wouldn't get the Deck Saver. I'd give it to my friend because he has a Euphonia, and yeah, I'd probably give it to him. So yeah. Anyways, we're going to get back on topic here, talking about the DDJ GRV6. Just let me know in the comments. Is it something you're interested in getting? Are you going to go down to your local guitar center or, wherever DJ shops are near you and try and get a peek at one at least? Because it's looks cool. I just got to lay hands on one. It was like the Flex 6. The Flex 6 was out for a long time, never touched one. And then the GT came out or something. And then I think one time I was at Long McQuaid and I saw one sitting there. I went over, give it a spin. I'm like, you know what? This actually isn't bad. For a mid-level thing, it felt pretty good. So, yeah, it's the faders, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's an expensive piece of gear or it's a shitty, junky little piece of gear. If you can mix, you can mix. I can mix on any old piece of shit. Song selection matters. So much money spent. Personally, you're better off to take your money and go buy some more music. And yeah, you're right. The one thing this thing has that I really do like is I haven't tried it, but that whole idea of a big knob with a little joystick action to it is kind of feels like that would be nice. I kind of like that. You wonder what I'm staring off to? I'm like looking at my window. I'm looking at Lake Ontario from the 26th floor here. Pretty nice fucking view, I gotta say. Yeah, is it smaller than the Flex 6? Is it bigger? I don't know. Let's go on Mix Factory. Yeah, the Flex 6, like, you know what? You wouldn't hop on and be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You're going to hop on it and it should feel pretty normal. You know what I mean? Like, there's not many pieces of gear that I've literally hopped on and was like, what the fuck? Like, well, I think maybe like the Flex 4, it did feel a little cheap to me. And the fact that, one of the knobs is already screwed out of the box didn't really put a good taste in my mouth on that one. Yeah, the one benefit of living in Canada, the view of Lake Ontario, that's about it. The one benefit. There's only one. I could probably show you guys this view. Watch this. Hold on a second. My battery died here. I got to figure out something. Okay. Okay, now let's try something else here. I'm gonna do shit here. Fuck, that took a moment. There we go. It's trying to give you that view of what the hell I'm looking at here. Sorry about that goddamn tape on my window. There. That was pretty fucking close. There. Now you guys have a little bit of a look. Yeah, there's a better idea of what I'm looking at out there. So they did update the stems. Unfortunately, I don't really have a record box controller, and the CDJ implementation. I can't say implementation. Oh my god, I'm fucking losing my mind. So according to Mojax, it's way better. Well, I like Mojax, and he's a good hype guy. We'll see. We'll see. I've had a lot of people tell me a lot of shit online, and then in the end, it was like, the Omnis Dual, great example. Everyone said Omnis Dual is built so good. It's so good. It doesn't look. It only looks cheap. The pictures look cheap in person once you see it, and that was a lie. Oh no, maybe not a lie. It was their interpretation of what an expensive thing might feel like. And to me, the Omnis Dual is kind of cool. There's things about it that, the faders, the knobs and stuff feel like pretty good quality. Overall general feel about it, it sure doesn't feel like it's worth that much money. If you were to give a blind person the Omnis Dual and feel it, and give them the Dead End DJ Go and just feel it, and said to them, which one do you think is more expensive? You already know the answer. I don't even got to tell you. You know what the answer would be. So I take everything with a grain of salt until I've seen it myself. Because if I had a buck for every time one of these YouTube guys said to me, this is the best one I've ever used, then the next one, this is the best one I've ever used. Like, they can't all be the best. You know what I mean? To this day, of all the gear I've used, I can still honestly tell you, when I did my video saying I've had so much gear and the best piece of gear I've ever used was the Prime 4. And to this day, I can still say Prime 4 Plus, for everything it can do and what it is still the best piece of equipment I've used. Doesn't matter what you give me. So far, as of today, right now, the Prime 4 can still do DJ Pro, Virtual DJ, Serato, standalone, lots of built-in effects, touch effects, crossfader start, like fader start for the right and the left. Dual mic. It's got mics. It's got like dual zone output. It's got so much shit. Adjustable tilt screen. Like, it can do a fucking lot. So I just dare some company to give me something to try that will outperform the Prime 4 Plus. I'm hoping it's the XDJ-XA. Or is it the ZA? XZ? XA. XDJ-XA. I'm hoping that XDJ-XA outperforms this thing. No tilt-in screen. So strike one. No built-in hard drive. Strike two. We'll see what they give me. Oh, no Ableton link. Strike three. Already, without even using it or knowing anything about it, except for a few leaks I've seen online, it already has at least three, I bet you four, maybe five strikes against it when it comes to the Prime 4 Plus. The only thing I do know that I will share with you guys is I have heard with pretty good authority that they're not going to fuck up again. They're not going to make the same god mistake again. When this unit comes out, it will have streaming services when it comes out. The question is, you know what? They could talk about this motherfucker tomorrow. They could talk about it next week. It doesn't matter when they bring it up. I don't care when I get to see a video of Mo Jax using it, or Phil, or Terry Cleveland, or any of these guys. I don't really care. You know what I care about? When I get to see it myself. When you guys get to walk into a store and buy it. That's the only thing that matters. I don't give a shit. You see, and like that's my problem. At least Den and DJ, right? And they didn't always do this. They did this last time, and it kind of bit them in the ass because they wanted to get it sooner, and it was very hard to do a global, worldwide fucking release on the same day. That's not an easy task. And they kept saying the performer was coming, it's 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 coming. It was supposed to come right after Super Bowl. They couldn't get it all worked out, and they didn't want to do like the rest of the guys and dangle it for 6 months and then make you go look for it. They want to show it so you could buy it, and they did. And you know what? It would be nice if Pioneer DJ, Alpha Theta, could ever do that. Show it to me. Here it is, available right now. I don't want to see something now and then have to wait like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And then you wait 3 months, 4 months, whatever you're going to wait. And then you find out there's a global supply shortage and they're back ordered to no end. And then you've sent your money into the company to these stores, and they're holding on to your goddamn cash for a year with no interest. So there's no sense drooling over any of this shit until I can walk into a goddamn store and buy it. You the performer in S tier? Talk about S tier. Fuck is that? You're a wizard, but you're not really good at conveying what you're talking about there. What are we talking about, man? They could have made more of the Prime 4 Plus Limited. Couldn't have been more white, like at least the jog wheel. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. And that's my other gripe, man. When these DJ companies, if you're gonna make goddamn equipment that's used in nightclubs, in parties, all my shit has white skins on it. You know how good it looks in white? Why you always save the white for some limited edition shit? Just make it. Could you imagine cars are like that? You can only buy a black car and you'll be like a limited edition color. Like, just make the colors, man. Look at Apple. Apple literally crawled out of the ashes by making those stupid iMacs multiple colors. There's no limited edition shit. You picked the color you wanted. And they made it like a bandit. But hey, you know what? These companies don't want to make white controllers or pink or some other color. You got 12-inch skins. 12-inch skins literally has you covered. So S tier is a common internet meme. You get a collection of things and rate them. S is the top and the second, B is third. I must be old, man. Never heard of that. Never heard of that stuff. Keep it simple here. Seeing what's going on with the clouds there. Do I think the Performer is top tier? I think from all the motorized controllers I have used thus far, I think the Performer is probably the best one I've used. And I've used NS72, sorry, NS71, NS72, D7s, SC6000M. Not really counts, but I'm, still. And the Rev 7, and I do think the Performer. Now, it's sitting back there covered up, keeping the dust off of it. And I haven't used it in a while because I got to do some videos on some other shit. But it's one of my favorite controllers. We got time 5 o'clock here Eastern Standard Time. I have been on this stream for way too long. Oh yeah, hour and a half. There's only been 600 views. That's not good. That's not good at all. So you know what? I think I'm gonna shut this down. Thanks for the hearts, my friends. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna put this up anyways. If there's the old PayPal link there, if any of you nice people out there want to donate $1 or $2 or something to the fund to try to keep the TheDjLab alive, because I'm pretty transparent around here. I'm really not rich. The channel doesn't make as much money as it should. I've got a lot of money tied up into this shit, and money's running out. I was just telling some people today, like, you know what? Really? I've got maybe another like 4 months worth of reserves going here. I don't have a day job. I have a lot of health issues that prevent me from doing a day job. And yeah, trying to figure shit out here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe someday soon it's going to be did someone retract my message? Who the fuck retracted my message? Is that me by mistake? I was trying to pin it. Because if it gets retracted again, huh. Weird. Better not be someone on my channel playing games. Got that nice cloud out there, eh? I rarely open the windows around here, to be honest. Don't want to see the dust over top of all my shit. Well, it's CN Tower there. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Nice chatting, everybody. I will talk to you all later. Don't forget, tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check the channel. Make sure you're logged in. There's gonna be some big shit going on tomorrow. Talk to you all soon.